Hey there, everybody. So I know that painting with small children can be intimidating, especially when you have like 20, 25, 30 kids. So I've been an art teacher for, I don't know, 15 years-ish, and this is the technique that works for me. All right, maybe it'll help you out. So I always like to have what I call painter's towels, just a dry old rag in the middle of the table to help with spills, sloppiness, when fingers get really messy or sticky. Instead of going to wash your hands every time they get something on it, they could just wipe it. And then for the water dish, this is a nice water dish that doesn't spill that easily. I don't know, it's just a plastic bowl. And I only have them fill it about halfway. And when we're painting, you know, little things like, if they just need a few colors, then I'll either put it on a plate if I'm not so worried about them getting a little mixed, or give them separate little dishes. This is again just a plastic plate. Or if they need the whole palette of colors, this is tempera, so that it's all washable. Putting it in an ice cube container so that you can snap the lid on and off is really helpful. And so a few things is that they're trained not to scoop it out like ice cream. They're trained to dip it and then they wipe it on the lips so it doesn't drip. But a lot of you might use that phrase as well. And then for washing the paintbrush, I hate when they're all watery and sloppy. So a few things we do are we make sure to swoosh it. We don't just splash it. And then we wipe it gently on the lip. We don't whack it because that's what spills happen. And then I teach them to blot it on the towel. That helps get the bristles nice and pointed again. It gets off extra paint and it gets rid of a lot of that extra watery bits. Other things that are helpful, when they're done with their paintbrush, I'm lucky enough to have 2 sinks. So I have what I call a bathtub, and the littlest artists just go drop it in the bathtub. As they get older and older, I train them with more and more responsibilities. So the littlest ones will just drop it in the bathtub. And then it's just a bucket that I keep in the sink. It's nice because I can just pull it out and I don't have to bend over. And then for washing their hands, it's not the best technique, but the littlest ones, again, the sink I have is really powerful. So I just have a couple of these black buckets that are filled with warm, soapy water. And then they're trained to stick their hands in. A lot of them just will let it linger there like little dead fish. So you have to train them to rub their hands together, and I have them count to 10. And then they move aside, they get a paper towel and send them on their way. And then I can always give them some hand sanitizer after, since it's still kind of gross. And then also over here, instead of having the dry towels, I train them that there are wet towels over there, well, damp towels, and I even put some like pine sol on them too. So pretty much everybody can go back and they are trained to clean up their area, and then just use the dry towel to dry off their area. You really have to make sure they know not to add extra water and bring a big old wet rag to the table. That's a no-go. So I hope maybe some of these might help you on your painting journey with little friends. It is really fun. They love it, and